The alarm rings. 5 a.m. Not because you have to, because someone else is already awake. Someone else is already making money. You refuse to be late. The city is silent. The markets aren't. Coffee, cold water, suit, tie, watch, laptop, phone, another phone. News flashes across the screen. Asia just closed. Europe is waking up. America is next. Every headline matters. Every second matters. You walk through streets that still feel asleep. Towering glass buildings. People who look like they haven't smiled in years. Security opens the door. Trading floor. Hundreds of screens. Thousands of numbers. Millions of dollars. One room. This is where fortunes appear and disappear. You aren't here to watch. You're here to survive. Your manager doesn't shake your hand. He points toward a desk. Learn fast. That's it. No welcome speech. No celebration. You sit down. The screens light up. Green, red, green, red. The market opens. Everything changes. The room explodes. Phones ringing. Keyboards clicking. People shouting prices. Orders flying everywhere. You thought this job was about money. It's about speed. The trader beside you buys before you understand the news. Another sells before you finish reading the headline. You're already behind. Then comes your first assignment. Research one company. Know everything. Revenue, debt, competition, leadership, future. Because the next recommendation could move millions. You stay long after sunset. Everyone leaves. You're still reading reports. Tomorrow, the real game begins. Level 2, learning the market. Every chart tells a story. Most people never learn how to read it. Candlesticks, support, resistance, volume, momentum. Words that sounded confusing yesterday become another language. You stop watching stock prices. You start watching people. Fear, greed, hope, panic. The market isn't driven by numbers. It's driven by emotion. One rumor. Billions disappear. One earnings report. Billions return. Your mentor gives you one rule. Never fall in love with a stock you don't understand. Until you watch someone refuse to sell, they lose everything. Lesson learned. You build your first watch list. Technology, healthcare, energy, finance, consumer goods. Every sector moves differently. Interest rates rise. Banks celebrate. Growth stocks struggle. Oil jumps. Airlines fall. Everything is connected. You begin waking up before the news. Because being first matters. You memorize earnings dates, economic reports, Federal Reserve meetings, inflation numbers, employment data. You stop scrolling social media. You start reading financial statements, balance sheets, cash flow, income statements. What looked boring now predicts the future. Then your manager asks a question. Would you buy this company? Your answer takes 5 minutes. His takes 5 seconds. No. He explains every mistake. You realize something. Knowledge isn't enough. Conviction matters. You leave work exhausted, but excited. For the first time, you aren't guessing anymore. You're starting to understand the game. Level 3, first trade. The opportunity arrives. Without warning, a stock you've studied for weeks drops. Not because the business failed, because people panicked. The room comes alive. Some traders are selling. Others are buying. Everyone believes they're right. Now it's your turn. Your hands freeze above the keyboard. This isn't practice anymore. Real money. Real consequences. You remember your research. Strong earnings. Healthy balance sheet. Temporary fear. Nothing more. You take a breath. Click. Buy. Silence. For a moment. Nothing happens. Then the price drops again. Your heart races. Down 1%. Down 2. Down 3. You question everything. Did you miss something? Did you make a mistake? Around you, nobody reacts. They've seen this before. Your mentor walks past. He doesn't look at the screen. He looks at you. If one red candle scares you, this isn't your career. Hours pass. The selling slows. Buyers return. The price climbs. Back to your entry. Then higher. Green. More green. You didn't become rich. Not even close. But something changed. You trusted your analysis. Ignored the noise. Controlled your emotions. That is the first real victory. Because successful stockbrokers don't win every trade. They survive long enough to let great decisions compound. Tomorrow, the market will test you again. Level 4, pressure builds. You arrive earlier. Leave later. Sleep less. Think more. The market never waits. Neither can you. Your inbox fills overnight. Analyst upgrades. Downgrades. Economic reports. Breaking news. Every notification could change the day. The opening bell rings. The room erupts. Phones scream. Traders shout. Orders flood in. A client wants answers. Should we buy? Another wants reassurance. Should we sell? They aren't paying for guesses. They're paying for confidence. You speak carefully. Every word carries weight. Then, the market drops. Fast. Red spreads across every screen. Millions disappear. In minutes. New traders panic. Veterans don't. They've seen worse. Your heartbeat rises. But your hands stay steady. You remember the rule. Panic is contagious. So is discipline. You stick to your plan, not your emotions. When the closing bell rings, you survived. Not because you predicted the market, because you controlled yourself. Tomorrow, you'll have to do it again. Level 5. Managing millions. The promotions come quietly. No trophy. No applause. Just bigger responsibility. Bigger clients. Bigger expectations. Your desk changes. Your screen count doubles. So do the numbers. You're no longer trading thousands. You're managing millions. One decision can fund someone's retirement or destroy years of savings. A family trusts you. A business trusts you. An entire fund trusts you. The pressure feels heavier. So you prepare harder. Every morning starts with research. Every evening ends with review. You question every assumption. Challenge every opinion, even your own. The market doesn't care about your ego. It rewards preparation and punishes arrogance. Some days, everything works. Clients celebrate. Your phone won't stop ringing. Other days, nothing goes right. Losses happen. Questions follow. You don't hide. You explain. You adapt. You improve. Because trust is harder to earn than profit and easier to lose. Level 6. The million-dollar decision. It's just another morning. Until it isn't. Breaking news. A global company misses expectations. The stock collapses. 20%. 30. 40. Financial media calls it a disaster. Social media declares it finished. Panic spreads. Everyone wants out. Your clients start calling. What do we do? You don't answer immediately. You investigate. The headlines are loud. The numbers tell a different story. The business is wounded, not broken. You study the balance sheet. Cash reserves. Debt. Future contracts. Management guidance. You compare facts against fear. The opportunity becomes clear. You make the call. Buy. Millions of dollars flow into the position. The room goes silent. Some traders think you're reckless. Others think you're brilliant. Only time decides. Days pass. Then weeks. The panic fades. Confidence returns. The stock recovers. Then climbs. Higher. 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 The position becomes one of the firm's biggest winners. Clients celebrate. Your manager smiles. Just once. You earned that. You realize something. The biggest victories rarely feel comfortable in the beginning. Because when everyone agrees, the opportunity is usually gone. Level 7. Wall Street never sleeps. The city glows. Long after midnight. Office lights stay on. So do yours. Market's close. Work doesn't. Tomorrow starts tonight. You review every trade. Every win. Every mistake. Every hesitation. The smallest detail can become the biggest lesson. Coffee replaces sleep. Again. Friends stop calling. Weekends disappear. Vacations become rumors. People see the salary. They never see the sacrifice. You miss birthdays, family dinners, holiday mornings. Not because you forgot, because the market never stops moving. When New York sleeps, Tokyo wakes. Then London. Then New York again. Money never sleeps. Neither do the people chasing it. You begin measuring time differently. Not by days. By earnings seasons. Interest rate decisions. Quarterly reports. Every calendar date has financial meaning. The job changes you. You stop making emotional decisions. In business, in money, even in life. Risk becomes something you calculate, not something you fear. Discipline becomes your greatest asset. Not intelligence. Not luck. Discipline. Because consistency always outlasts excitement. Level 8. The crash. It begins with a headline. Then another. Then 10 more. Markets fall. Hard. 5%. 7. 10. Circuit breakers stop trading. Silence. Then chaos. Phones won't stop ringing. Clients demand answers. What happened? Should we sell? Is it over? Fear spreads faster than facts. News anchors predict disaster. Experts argue. Nobody knows where the bottom is. The trading floor feels different. Not loud. Heavy. Every face tells the same story. Pressure. Some traders freeze. Others gamble. A few stay calm. You remember every lesson. Don't chase panic. Don't chase hope. Follow the data. Companies with strong foundations will survive. Weak ones won't. You make difficult decisions. Some positions must go. Others deserve patience. Every click feels heavier than the last. By the closing bell, billions have vanished. Some careers end. Some fortunes disappear forever. But crises don't only create losers. They reveal professionals. Because true stockbrokers aren't measured. When markets rise, they're measured. When everything falls. Level 9, Legacy. Years pass. The rookie is gone. The nervous hands become steady. The uncertainty becomes experience. People now come to you. New analysts. Young traders. The same nervous look you once had. They ask questions. You smile. Because you remember. You teach them something simple. The market will humble everyone. No exceptions. Not billionaires. Not hedge funds. Not legends. The moment you think you've mastered it, the market teaches another lesson. You've managed millions. Lost millions. Made them back. Built trust. Lost sleep. Earned respect. You realize the biggest reward was never the money. It was becoming someone who stays calm while everyone else panics. The opening bell still excites you. The closing bell still teaches you. Tomorrow, another opportunity will appear. Another risk. Another lesson. Because the market has no final level. No finish line. No ending. Only another opening bell. And another chance to prove you belong.